He's dropping facts all day. Anthony's like, nah, I got the better parlay. Argue about the spread, it's a fierce debate. But when it comes to Wildcats, they align their fate. Blitz the bookies where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drums.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Blitz the Bookie podcast. I'm Charlie Winkle, and it is Anthony's favorite time of year, Halloween week. You know, me and Anthony and Josh, we all love doing this podcast. We got a little group text that we have going on where we try to talk throughout the week to figure out what we're going to do on the show. We're all busy, though. We all work full-time jobs, so it gets tough sometimes, but about a week ago, I sent out one text that said, Halloween episode's coming up next week. No pun intended, but I got ghosted. Nobody responded. And I come to the studio today, and I have this. And I got this. Two grown men in Halloween costumes, for one. For two, I truly did get ghosted. Nobody says anything to me. And I show up. We got Casper or Clayton Grigsby over here, whichever one you prefer. And the devil over here. Another Blitz the Bookie episode where I have no clue how this is going to go. I don't even know if I'm dealing with Josh and Anthony, or if this is Casper and the devil.
I like Satan. Satan.
I like Satan. What a quote. What a quote.
So you are Anthony or you are the devil?
Satan.
Satan.
So we got Satan in the house. And over here to my left.
A ghost. I mean, with the
Josh.
The Blitz the Bookie budget, we don't have a whole lot of money here, guys. We're trying to get viewers up so we can afford better costumes.
Hell of a costume.
2026. I mean, I found this in a drawer. I have to wear it this way because on the back there's old pee stains from like a dog I used to have. I couldn't even afford new glasses. You know how I got these glasses? I literally took a pair of sunglasses that I got free from the fair and popped the lenses out. That's how poor Blitz the Bookie is.
For now.
We're up and coming, though. We're coming for y'all. Hey, I love my costume. I love where I'm at right now. I love where Blitz the Bookie's at right now. We're here to entertain and have a good time. Happy Halloween.
Two grown men in Halloween costumes. Holy shit. Well, did y'all clowns watch any football this week?
In this,
it is actually Sunday. Sorry to cut you off, Josh, but it is Sunday. We're actually watching Sunday night football. How'd y'all feel about this weekend? I was at the baseball field all weekend. I didn't watch much. So y'all got any main takeaways? Satan?
You know, I'm a big college football guy. Don't know winning streak betting. Been hot. Knock on wood. Even Satan knocks on wood.
How does Satan get the betting luck?
Had to deal with the devil.
With yourself?
Yeah.
You made a deal with yourself.
Yep.
Sold his own soul to himself.
That's right. I'm in there with Chauncey and Terry.
Now, I got a little takeaway from what I watched. I think Texas A&M was really good to go into Death Valley and do what they did against the LSU team we've always hyped up. They're not as good as we thought they were going to be, but that's still an SEC opponent on the road at night. Texas A&M is for sure a player, even in the ghost world.
Texas A&M's, they've had a lot of good wins. They're good.
Why y'all wearing costumes again?
It's Halloween week, man. We got to take the kids. I went to Boo at the zoo Saturday night.
How old are you?
I'm 45.
How old are you?
Age is just a number. There was a couple games that I walked away really impressed with the teams. Ole Miss being one of them. You know, went into Oklahoma. Oklahoma's been a really tough home team. The field was sloppy. I like to think maybe Oklahoma had something to do with that, with having that good defense, and Mississippi with that high-flying offense. Trinidad Chambliss, he's a real deal, guys.
You think he's great? I know you said that on the
I think he's a great college quarterback. I don't know how good he's in the pros. You want to tell you what's good about him, though? He's really smart. He's not just some running quarterback that just gets by on his athleticism. He knows when to throw it away quick. It's like his decision-making is very quick. And I guess that's from all the Division II experience he had. He won a Division II championship. at Ferris State. Always seems under control. And as sloppy as the field was, when he wanted to run away from them, they couldn't do nothing with him. We all know Oklahoma has that really fast defensive line, really good defense. Oklahoma was lucky to be in that game as much as they were, because I thought Ole Miss really controlled that game. Ole Miss outplayed Georgia. That was their loss, was the Georgia. In my opinion, they outplayed Georgia. I'm not saying by a lot, but that was at Georgia. Ole Miss is really good.
And I thought the difference, too, in the game was, and you said you watched it, I thought Mateer, so many times, he should have threw it away like Chambliss did, and he did not. And he would take nothing. There was never really any big sacks, but he would take 2 or 3 yard losses consistently. He would wait too long to try to throw it away and just end up getting sacked. And that was the difference in the game. I thought Chambliss did play good. I'll call him really good, not great.
Yeah,
but
I'm with you.
But
I'm
Ole Miss is
good,
a player.
not great.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's great, but I do think he's really good. I'm not gonna say great because there's only one great one in college football right now. So anyhow, that's what I seen after the game. They kicked my team's butt.
Skip over that?
What's that?
Little comment that you just made?
What's that?
You're just going to kind of roll past that like that you didn't even say that?
Yeah, because the people ain't going to believe me. He's young. He's a freshman.
Who's there's only
CB,
one
baby.
good,
The future.
There's only one good quarterback in the country,
The future, baby.
Who's that?
The future. Cutter Bowley. Cutter Bowley, baby. It's good. If you ain't got to watch him, just go watch him. He's a real deal.
The Devil's a Kentucky fan?
He's whatever Cutter Bowley is. I'm at the point now. Just go to Cutter's family. Whatever Cutter's family wants, I'm good with. Cutter's family wants Stoops there, keep him there. If he wants him gone, get rid of him. To me, this is the best quarterback we've had in a long time. I've talked to other people that agree with me. He just looks the part. He's long, he's athletic, he can move. I feel like he gets a little better every time I watch him, and he's doing that in the SEC. But in saying that, I was really impressed with Tennessee. I go back and look at their total record. They're 2 plays away from being undefeated with a really hard schedule. They had a missed easy field goal against Georgia, where they outplayed them, and that pick 6 against Alabama, which was a 14-point swing on the 1 yard line. Or Tennessee would be sitting there undefeated. They attacked the deep ball so well. We're pretty good at defending the deep ball. And I mean, they were good with it. So I was really impressed with Tennessee. Ole Miss. I don't think they can make the playoff, but I was razor hot right now.
Hey, Devil, nobody cares about Iowa football.
I'm telling you, dude, they're hot right now. Cincinnati's hot right now.
Whatever. Nobody cares about Cincinnati football either.
What's that takeaway you got there, Charlie?
My main takeaway is Ohio State's the best team in the country.
They're good.
They didn't even play this week. I do think Texas A&M is really good, but from what I've seen out of Alabama the last few weeks, I'm pulling back a little bit on the expectations that I personally have for that Alabama team. I'm ready to make a bet on, I think they're only plus 240 or plus 250 is pretty low. That's my main takeaway, is that Ohio State has solidified themselves as the number 1 team. I'd love to see Indiana, but do I think, sitting here trying to think in the future, can Indiana beat Ohio State in the playoffs? I would love to not bet on Ohio State in that situation so I could cheer for Indiana, but I just don't see it happening. So, I mean, who's ranked 3rd? Texas A&M?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Texas A&M. They're really good, but I think Ohio State is it. Oregon, maybe a team that could beat Ohio State late in the season. But to me, put the money on Ohio State to win it all.
I think that's the bet. I mean, I think they didn't even play this week, and we're talking about them.
I don't think they're the bet. I think they're probably a win it. I think they're the favorites to win it. They should be. I think at 240. I think.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that. I meant like
it might not be the best value, but if it's a winning bet, guess what? It is the best value.
No, it is. Well, I mean, is it worth 240? That's the question.
It is if it's a winner.
Yeah, it is. Everything is if it's a winner.
Exactly.
But listen,
I don't like the odds. I don't. But I think they're right because matter of fact, I looked the other night. Indiana is the second pick. They're at like 9-1. You're telling me Indiana's the second pick to win it all? Ohio State is winning the championship.
I like Indiana at 9-1. I'll be honest with you. And
I'm not talking about value right now. I'm talking about who I think is going to win it all.
Gonna win it?
2.5 to 1 is terrible value in October, but I just think it's the winning bet.
I think Ohio State's probably the best team. I agree with that, but I got to see them against more. They have not played nobody yet.
I agree.
They played Texas, and really Texas outplayed them. I got to see them play more. I do think they're really good, but I want to see them get tested a couple times. I don't know if we will with the schedule, but
Ohio State's not getting tested till the Big Ten championship. And then at that point, do they even care about that?
Right.
Because we already saw last year, I know they're changing the seeding thing, but we saw last year that a loss for Oregon, wasn't it Oregon? That ended up with
Oregon ended up winning it.
Who won? No, it was Oregon.
Oregon won it, and they
State.
had to play Ohio State in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the way it was all messed up.
Somebody dropped. Oh, that's because
by Ohio State losing against Michigan
got the 4. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Arizona State got the 4, and Boise got the 3, or vice versa, right?
Yeah, it was
so
really
that pushed some really good teams that had late losses in the season, still made the playoff, and ended up with easier rides than some of the teams that got the bye. Another problem last year was the team that got the bye. Yeah, you got a bye, but you didn't get a home game. Mm-hmm. Which one's better? Let's talk about that real quick. Would you rather have a bye, or would you rather play a first round home playoff game?
Just depends.
Did they change that up too? Or is it just the seeding?
I think it was just the seeding.
So that's still happening, right? The first round is still being played at home stadiums, and
I think so, yes.
A couple teams still get a bye.
Yes.
So that's still. So what do y'all think about that? Would you rather have a bye, or would you rather be like a little higher of a seed but play a home game, have to not get the bye and play a home game?
You got to take the bye because you're waiting on that team to come out.
I agree.
Yeah, I think you take the bye as well. I mean, you got another chance somebody get hurt.
I feel like we talked about that last year.
To me, I think the biggest advantage these teams have that play in weaker conferences, they're dominated. Say like in Indiana, an Oregon, Ohio State. They just don't have to show their hand. Like these teams in the SEC, they got to show their offense every week. If they got plays they like to run, they got to show them every week. There's nothing you can hold back because you're trying to survive. In those conferences, they only got to get up for a couple games a year, and they really can save some stuff until they need it. Maybe some special plays, or maybe some stuff they don't want to show they'll put on film. You see it before, like
Ohio State's damn near got 7 byes on their schedule because of the teams they're playing.
They do.
Come on.
They do.
We can look at some of them games and know that there's not a chance that they're going to get.
I'm going to tell you what I don't like about college football right now, and it's at any time with the playoff. What makes college football so hard to compare to the NFL? And you see a little bit of this in the NFL, but you can deal with it because they're all pros. But my problem is these schedules are just not created equal. We know that. That's common sense. But I would, one SEC loss to me is equal to 2 or 3 losses in another conference. I mean, you got some of these teams that they don't lose rankings because they don't lose, but they'll play really bad against some bad teams.
We've talked about that a million times.
It's
not college. I mean, schedules, you can't even them out. It's impossible.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that. But you can
that way.
But you can vote on it. Just because you're undefeated, don't mean you're not going to go down.
They do vote. I mean,
I feel like if you stay undefeated, I'm not saying they never go down there. But if you stay undefeated, I feel like you kind of still stay where you are.
Ohio State's next 3 games are Penn State with an interim coach, a backup QB. Next game is Purdue. Game after that is UCLA, which Indiana just beat by 50.
And they're going to be able to rest players. They're going to be probably not playing in the fourth quarter.
Breaking news. LSU plans to dismiss Brian Kelly.
That's the right move.
Yeah.
Right. See ya. We talked about that last week. Just do not bring him to Lexington because I could see something like that happening. I talked about the veteran coach I think we end up with. I hope it's not him.
Nope.
No.
Hope it's not.
If you can't win at LSU with all those resources, you're not going to win here. I can promise you that.
All right. Well, I tell you, we kind of talked about this last week with the slate of games being not very strong last week. We've got another one, guys. College is okay, but the NFL slate is terrible. We do have 6 college games, but we're going to fly through a couple of them because I'm not sure anybody even wants to talk. I don't know that I want to talk about half of them.
I mean, our game of the week is actually an NFL game.
We're going to talk about ranked game between number 9 and number 20, and I don't know if number 9's even good.
Right.
First game, Miami 6-1 at SMU. SMU's 5-3. Did they win this week?
Miami?
SMU.
I don't even know.
They're 5-3. I don't believe in SMU.
I don't either. I liked their quarterback at the beginning of the year, but they haven't impressed me.
They were a lot better last year than they were this year. I don't even think they were great last year, but they were better last
They
year.
still got that quarterback.
Yeah, but they lost some players on defense and stuff.
We're going to do this a little different today, guys. We're going to actually make our picks as we go here in college football, and we're going to end with the NFL because I didn't really see a game of the week in college football. We're going to do our game of the week in the NFL for the first time. So we're going to make our picks here as we go.
You know, one thing I'm seeing right now in talking about SMU, all the Texas teams are winning. You got Texas, or they're all spending money too.
Yeah, they got
Texas,
money down there.
Texas A&M, Texas Tech, SMU, Houston, even Tarleton State, whatever.
Tarleton State.
Didn't even the Fighting Billy Gillespie's.
Yep.
It's all those teams down there are winning
football down,
but they're all spending money, I guess. So it's
big
the
money
Texas
down
teams
in
are
Texas.
good. Yeah.
What do y'all think about Miami? We didn't talk about it a ton because maybe our feelings was a little hurt, or maybe we just think Louisville got a little lucky and ran into 4 turnovers by Carson Beck. But look, Miami did get beat by Louisville. Who they beat?
Stanford,
yesterday.
but they struggled with them the whole first half.
They
struggled with them the whole first half.
They were down early too, right? 7-0. I think
team.
Stanford scored first. Y'all think Miami can get in the playoff? And if they do get into the playoff, do you think they're a player for real? A couple weeks ago, everybody thought they were.
I was on them. a couple weeks ago.
I think most people were.
Well,
y'all think?
I think Florida State gave the formula prior to the Louisville game. You stack the box against them, you play really aggressive, and you take away the run. At the same time, you put pressure on Carson Beck. That's going to leave your receivers out on the island. But Florida State's theory was Carson Beck's not good enough under pressure to beat us over the top. Now, he landed a couple of big ones against Florida State that were game changers. Against Louisville, he couldn't land them, and they ended up being interceptions. The word on Carson Beck, even at Georgia, he had 3 games last year at Georgia in big games where he had 3 interceptions. He don't like pressure. So whoever can get pressure on Miami, you can beat them. But I feel like the blueprint's kind of out there now. So I think that's how people are going to start playing them.
Do you think they're a player if they make it into the playoffs?
Yeah, I do. I think they're a player. I don't think they're a top player, but I think they're a playoff team, and I think they can maybe make the final 8 or something like that. But I definitely could see somebody beating them if they come up with that blueprint.
Josh, you think Miami in January can make a run in the playoffs?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I think Louisville exposed them. I mean, those receivers made plays for U of L. I'll give them credit. I mean, I'm wearing a mask so people can't actually see if it's me that's talking here. It could be the ghost. It could be the ghost that has me possessed. But right now, I don't think Miami's very good. And I think U of L and Florida State exposed the way to beat them. Put pressure on Carson Beck, make him beat you, and we've seen what happened.
So how many of the 12 get a bye?
4.
4 get a bye, and the other 8 play 8, and then the 4. Okay, so 4 get a bye, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 are your home teams, right?
Yeah.
I think the main question is Miami going to be a 5, 6, 7, or 8 seed? Do you think they're going to be a top 4 seed?
I mean, you got Georgia Tech that's in front of them right now in the ACC.
Because I do think that Miami could win a home game in January. But I think if Miami has to travel to Indiana, or I guess Indiana would be a top 4.
I think they're built for the.
But if they have to travel somewhere, what about Miami at Oregon? I don't know how the seeding would, but just think about Miami at Oregon.
I think that Miami's kind of built for the Code. I don't know if their players are from the Code, but the way they play, just being physical up front, getting after it, I think that's kind of the formula for cold weather. But are their players used to the Code? I don't know how many players are from Florida, how many are not. But as far as the way they play football, I think their style of football is kind of made for the Code.
They ain't been out of Florida in 2 months. They ain't been out of Florida since last winter.
Their style of football, the way they like to run the ball, play physical up front on defense, I think that's what you want to do in the cold weather.
Them boys been playing in Florida for 8 straight weeks.
They're too comfortable.
I think it's going to be important for Miami to try to get a top 4 or a top 8 seed. Either get the bye or get a home playoff game, because I think them going north for a January playoff game is going to be trouble for Miami. Who y'all like in this game? Miami's on the road. They can't lose any more games, right? Can we agree with that? They might still sneak in the ACC championship with 2 losses, but I think a second loss would be brutal for Miami. I mean, I'm going to pick Miami here because I definitely don't believe in SMU. I'm still not going to say, like the ghost over here, that Miami's just not any good, but I do worry about them as it gets cold. The game of football changes as it gets cold, and I worry about teams like Miami, but it's not cold yet, and they're going down to Texas. I'm going to take Miami in this game. Anybody know the spread?
10.5.
Oh.
That's a lot.
I mean, I'm not betting on this game.
I think Miami wins this. They're going to have to rally after that U of L loss. I think Miami's not going to let the foot off the gas and go down to SMU and take a loss. No, Miami wins this.
I think it's a better matchup than 10 points. SMU's got a good defense. They've had some injuries. They're getting some guys back from injury, but their defense has been good. But how good has it been against who? It's a tough game, but I'll say Miami wins it. I don't know if I like the point spread. I do think it might be a tough game, just because SMU's starting to get healthy on defense.
I agree. If I was to bet the game, I'd probably take the points in the home team. So that's a lot of points. All right, next game. This is Anthony's new team this year. The Cincinnati Bearcats are traveling out west to Utah. Always a tough place to play. Cincinnati's ranked 7th. Utah is ranked 24th. Anthony, you've been talking about them all year. Here they are. They're on our list. Are they going to go out west? We've talked about it over the past year and a half on this show multiple times. At Utah is always a tough game. What do you think? Cincinnati going to go out there and kick some ass, or
Cincinnati's Louisville's neighbor? That's where we live.
They got Satterfield?
Yes,
They got Satterfield?
Yep, they got
I love
Satterfield.
They're good, dude. Blake Sorsby, however you say his name, they're legit, dude. Their offense is legit. Their defense pretty strong. I like Cincinnati. They've won me a lot of money this year. I'm going to stick with them. They beat some good teams. I think they're legit. They were up really big on Baylor early. Baylor was scoring some junk points there towards the end, and then Cincinnati grabbed their backpack and pulled away from them again. To me, when you can pull away from a team like that twice in a game, that says a lot.
So you got Cincinnati on the road?
Yep.
Josh, what do you think? Have you seen either one of these teams play, Josh?
I've watched Utah lose a couple times.
Have
both
you?
times. They haven't impressed me yet. Do I have this right? Utah's favored by 7.5.
They're really good at home. They're
Can
really good at home.
confirm that?
Yeah.
7.5?
That's what I
Utah
got.
just beat Colorado by 40. Utah outplayed BYU when they played. They got beat, but they outgained them pretty good.
But I still like Cincinnati. They score a lot of points. And I haven't been impressed with Utah with the 2 times I've seen them play. I know they beat Colorado this weekend, but everybody's beating Colorado, and Dion and Warren Sapp kicking over pylons. I don't know if y'all saw that.
No.
Bush League move. I don't know what the hell that was. But
What happened?
I don't know. Warren Sapp was just out on the field. He kicked over all the pylons in the end zone.
During the game?
No, it's pre-warm-up, pre-game. But then Dion goes around and picks them all up. I didn't get what it was.
What was Warren Sapp doing? Was he like
He's a coach. He was just walking on the field.
He was coaching?
Yeah, he's a
For
coach.
who?
He's a coach on Colorado.
That's weird.
Yeah. So I guess he's. But anyway, he just kicked over the pylons, and then Dion goes around and picks them up. I don't know. It's a terrible story that I just told there.
That's pretty weird.
I just seen the video. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm taking Satterfield here because he could be the next coach for the Cats.
What?
Brian Kelly is just fired. He's going to Cincinnati, back to his home, and then Satterfield to the Cats.
No way.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
I like Cincinnati, but I think a big part of it is they got a really special quarterback down there and some good wide receivers. Probably, I'm guessing they get out of the city of Cincinnati. Cincinnati's always been sneaky good because they produce a lot of talent in the city of Cincinnati. So they probably got a couple sleepers with a really good quarterback.
Imagine what he could do with Cutter Bowling.
Utah minus 7.5.
See?
I haven't watched Utah play at all this year because why would you watch Utah play football? I did watch Cincinnati play against Iowa State, and Cincinnati looked pretty good. I haven't seen them since then. They're 7-1. It seems like they're hot. Anthony's been liking him. I like to fuck with Anthony a lot, but I'm going to trust him on the Cincinnati thing this week. Hey, Devil.
Yep.
Don't steer me wrong, motherfucker.
All 3 of us going with the Bearcats.
Don't steer me wrong.
See, we're pro U of L. We love those
That's
players
7.5 point
and
underdogs
and,
on all 3 of them.
As soon as they leave.
Yep. See, we support y'all.
Were y'all on Ole Miss last week over Oklahoma? I know I didn't do the picks with y'all. Were y'all on them?
I ended up going against my gut, and I took Ole Miss.
On the show, y'all went Ole Miss? So I ended up betting Ole Miss, and I bet on money line. I liked Ole Miss a lot. That was one of my top picks this week.
We both took Ole Miss. I did not bet that game because I just wasn't super confident on it, but Ole Miss looked pretty good. The best part of that game was after the game, right after the game, the reporter.
Yeah, the sideline reporter.
Yeah, she's coming up to do the interview with Lane Kiffin, and the camera and the mic picks it up. Lane Kiffin talking to the defensive lineman for Oklahoma, telling him, "You're awful quiet right now. You're awful quiet now." And it was caught on camera. It was pretty funny. Did you see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The reporter, she did try to say something to Lane Kiffin right after it, but he kind of brushed it off and then went on with his little spiel. But, dude, I love Lane.
Well, the defensive guy, listen, I like Vernables at Oklahoma, and I don't mind Oklahoma. But I feel like that team really, they really got into Arnold, the fans, and I get it. That's what you're supposed to do. But they were really nasty to him, and that player kept telling Ole Miss supposedly all week that, oh, y'all ain't going to move the ball on us. You're not going to move the ball on us. And I think Ole Miss was just, Kiffin was just trying to let him eat his words.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
I love every bit of it. So we're all on Cincinnati. Next game, Oklahoma at Tennessee. Anthony thinks Tennessee's good. I think they're overrated. I think their defense is terrible. Yeah, they lit us up for about 60 points, but our defensive backs anyways, look like shit. I don't think Tennessee's ready to make a big, deep run in the playoff either. I'll go ahead and say that. But Oklahoma at Tennessee, I don't think Mateer's as good as Josh. Josh loved Mateer at the beginning of the year.
I'll say
I think he's all right. He's all right. Boy, Jackson Arnold got benched. Did y'all see that? Yeah. Not only did he get benched, the backup came in, played good, and they came back and won the game.
Auburn's
dude's done.
Auburn's the best bad record team in college football.
I agree with that.
Yeah, they've
been screwed out of 2 games.
And now they got like 6 losses.
They just keep getting beat. We're like, dude, they're not this bad.
Well, that's why you stick with them.
There's another team we
I stuck with them this week.
Somebody says that about.
Yeah. I stuck with them. They came home for me this week. So for me, I'm big on Tennessee, guys. I really got looking at them this week and just try. Of course, they beat my team, but I was really impressed with how they threw the deep ball. Look, Kentucky's always good at the deep ball. It's kind of the defense we play. We've always been good at it. And, I trust our defense, and we've been playing pretty good defense. But it wasn't just that they were throwing them; they were wide open. Like he would just drop it right in there on a really deep pass. Well, then I went back and I really started studying the rest of their season and really looking at it. And, I mean, they ran through Syracuse, which Syracuse is decent, but they ran through them, ran the score up. I watched the Tennessee-Georgia game. They outplayed Georgia. They flat out outplayed them, missed the field goal, but they outplayed Georgia. Georgia was lucky to win that game. They beat Mississippi State. They beat Arkansas, a game which they were up by a lot more against Arkansas, but they let them get close to the end. But Arkansas is not bad. They're 2 plays away. They're the missed field goal, which was not a hard field goal against Georgia, and the pick 6 on the 1-yard line, which was a 14-point swing against Alabama, away from being undefeated. I just think they're really good.
We made their quarterback look freaking awesome. I just think their defense isn't good enough to make a run a deep run, but their offense is pretty lethal.
So who you picking, Anthony?
I'll take Tennessee. I do think their defense gives up some big plays sometimes. They take a lot of chances on defense. They get a lot of sacks, but that also allows them to give up a lot of big plays. So it's risk reward. But when you're scoring that many points, maybe that's the formula they go by. We're going to score so much and then you not be able to stop us. All we got to do is make some big plays on some drives.
They ain't going to get you through January, though.
No.
Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong there.
I don't think that's getting you through. I'm taking Tennessee, too. Oklahoma's defense is legit, but their offense is terrible. So this is a really good offense going up against a really good defense, and Oklahoma's offense is just not good enough to keep up with this. I think Tennessee probably big, to be honest. What's the spread in this game?
3.5.
Tennessee's only by 3.5?
Yeah.
I think Tennessee rolls them.
I do think it's a good matchup for Oklahoma because what you got to do against Tennessee is you got to get Aguiar to move. Now, everybody talks about that with him. You got to get him moved out of the pocket. He's not as good when he's out of the pocket. I do think Oklahoma, they're good at getting pressure. So I like that matchup, but I'm still going to go with Tennessee.
Yeah, I agree. I think Oklahoma's peaked. I was on them early, and I rode them for a little bit, but now I think they're kind of done. Just Mateer, he's good, but I just don't. He doesn't have a whole lot of help in the run game. He's usually their leading rusher. I mean, even if he does get negative 14 yards, he's sometimes the leading rusher with that.
Is he better than Jackson Arnold?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a lot better than Jackson.
Yeah.
But I just think Tennessee's got too much offense for Oklahoma, and Oklahoma's just on a downward trend right now. I've watched every freaking Oklahoma game.
He loves Oklahoma this year.
I really
Still
did.
trying to ride him.
I was trying to ride them. I got off of them last week. I'm not going back. I'm not going to sucker me in, Mateer. I was rooting for you. You let me down, homie. I'm out. Tennessee.
Well, if we were doing our touchdowns and fumbles, one of my touchdowns would have been about 3 weeks ago. I told y'all, hey, I looked at Oklahoma's schedule, and it is brutal. And here they are with 2 losses, and we think they're about to get their third. And I bet you if you look at their last 3 or 4 games, they're probably going to drop another 1 or 2. Yeah, they're in a bad – their offense just ain't good enough to keep up with some of these teams. Definitely not Tennessee. Vandy at Texas. This was my number 9 ranked Vandy that I'm not sure they're even good. I like them. I think they're easy to cheer for because of Pavia, but break down their schedule. They haven't beat anybody.
It's all about matchups with them.
Yep. And I mean, they just haven't had a lot of good quality wins. I don't even know that they've got.
That Missouri win was really good.
But they got 1.
Well, their quarterback's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pribula.
Yeah.
I think you got to have a really good defensive line to beat Vandy. You got to be able to deal with how they do that spread option. It really ain't the triple option. It's kind of like a spread option. But you got to have a good defensive line. That's what Missouri had. That's why I liked them in the matchup. It didn't work out.
It was a low-scoring game. What was the final, 17-10?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was a low-scoring, boring game. But Vandy pulled out the win, and they're in the top 10 now, 7-1. They're going to Texas. Texas is 6-2. Texas, look, they got lucky the last 2 weeks. I didn't see exactly how the Mississippi State game ended, but they got lucky against Kentucky. We should have won that game. They have escaped 2 weeks in a row on the road in overtime and got away with both of them.
But then you could say they got unlucky against Ohio State.
Nah, it's the first game of the year. I wouldn't say they got unlucky against Ohio State.
I played them.
So you taking Vandy? You think that the Texas luck runs out at home?
I don't know. Talk for a second. Let me think on it.
Texas got 2. I think
they're only 2.5 point favorite.
I think
Who
it's,
is
Texas? Yeah.
I like Vandy, but I think it's a bad matchup for them. I've always heard them old heads talk about the way you beat those spread options is you got to have the athletes in the box to beat them. Athletes that can move with those guys. And that's what Texas has. I think that's why they gave Oklahoma a lot of pressure, a lot of problems, is they got elite athletes. I think they'll create enough offense against Vandy's defense. I just think it's a good matchup for them. And I think Texas, some sneaky way, will I think when you got that good a defense, you'll stick around. You'll find a way. And I think Texas might stick around here towards the end of the year. I think everybody's expecting them to kind of keep falling off, and I think they're going to keep finding a way to get wins.
I like that angle, too. You kind of stole a lot of the stuff I was going to say. I mean, they just keep finding ways to win. Arch still doesn't play well, but Texas is finding ways to win with their defense. They get a little lucky.
He's on concussion protocol, I think.
Yeah,
so he might not be in the game,
play,
but that might be a good thing. I mean,
yeah.
It might be a good thing.
Let him sit back and watch a little bit. Even if,
do you think when you got that much money in somebody and he's a big name, do you think it's hard to bench him?
Well, if he's hurt, you have to. But yes, I think
Do you think maybe it's a situation where like they were kind of not looking for something, but like I don't know.
He had 386 yards or something yesterday.
Yeah,
he's questionable. I'm guessing.
Yeah, he because he didn't play in overtime. The other quarterback threw that ball.
Look,
but he brought him back. Oh, he brought him back. They were down 17.
So I think I just made my decision. I'm taking Texas. I'm banking on Arch is going to be out because his head hurts, and their backup's going to come in. He's going to be a stud. And then after that, they're moving Arch to tight end. Give me Texas big here. Vandy, look, they're fun to watch. I like them, but they're not going to go into Texas and win this game. I don't see it happening. Give me Texas in the backup quarterback. That's who I got.
I got Texas as well.
Yeah, me too. Quick question. Here's an interesting one. Say the backup quarterback does good. Or say Texas just wants to move on from Arch next year. I'm not saying that's the case because I still think Arch can be really good. I'm not judging the kid. I do think they're having some offensive pass protection issues. They need to get some more weapons at wide receiver, but they spent so much, they must be spending their money horribly. The point I'm making is if Arch goes somewhere else, if Texas moves on for whatever reason, what's that situation look like? What kind of team goes after him? Is he still a highly sought after player? Do people not want to touch him because
everybody would still want him?
He'd be the number one player in the portal.
You think so? Okay.
Number one player in the portal.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, just on name alone, I think he's the number one.
But how big of a team does that Ohio State type team go after? I know they got saying right now.
Do they need a tight end?
Yeah, I'm with you. I get it.
I'm saying.
I mean, I think
Satan's a good quarterback. Do they need a tight end? Because he could be a tight end.
Does Ole Miss go after him?
Oh,
you know, being the Mannings, does Tennessee go after him?
I think you're saying the teams I would think
Ole
would go after him.
Miss.
I think Ole Miss.
Kirby Smart. I think Kirby Smart could use him.
Everybody would go after him.
Yep.
I can see him going to a Georgia Clemson.
That'd be I love it.
Seems like a Dabo type player. Kind of does.
He'd end up at Tennessee or Ole Miss. I think that's where he'd go. His two uncles.
If Trinidad moved on, the Simmons kid, he just had to transfer somewhere else.
What about LSU? He could end up at LSU.
Yeah.
He lives.
Dude,
yeah, that's a good point.
Think about all the great tight ends that have came from Penn State.
That's a new
I
coach.
mean, come on. It's no question. Penn State is the spot for Art.
He's the next TJ Warren.
We're all going Texas, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see.
It's our last game here.
We got two of them.
Oh, we do got two?
We got two of them. Anthony forced us into these two. You know who one involves. Number 5, Georgia, travels to Florida to play the 3-4 Florida Gators that Anthony still believes in.
They actually play in Jacksonville.
The largest cocktail party in the world.
They always play in Jacksonville. Yep.
That's what they call it. The largest cocktail
What did I say?
party.
Travels to Florida?
You just said travels to Florida.
Right.
I didn't want our listeners to think they were going to Gainesville.
Anthony, is Florida going to beat Georgia?
I think they got a shot. Who's the intern down
Isn't there like a song, The Devil Went Down to Georgia?
Yeah.
Devil went down to Florida this week.
Is the devil going to go down to Florida?
It's Jacksonville. I'm going to say Florida pulls upset.
Oh.
I'll take them.
Florida and the upset.
I do.
Ain't a chance.
7.5
What is it, 7.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't no chance. Who's the, I guess, interim coach, somebody from within for Florida?
See, I'd like to know that too, Charlie.
I don't know.
I have no clue who it is, but
Maybe
what do y'all
they get
think?
motivated. They got good players. That's why I'm picking them. They got good players on that team. Like they got a good line. They should be good. That's why I said fire Billy Napier, dude. They should be good.
I will say a lot of times you get inspired teams in this situation. They had a bye and they got a new coach. So they might come out super inspired and play awesome. We might see a version of Florida that we haven't seen all year. Or they could very easily not like the situation still, and they might get blown out. So it's a tricky one from that sense to me, but it's not tricky when it comes to the game. I still believe in Georgia. I think they're a sneaky good team here at number 5. I talked about it last week. I think they're getting overlooked, and I still believe in Georgia, and I think they are a team that's built to make a run deep in the season. I will say their defense needs to step it up a little bit, but I like Georgia. Would you say it is, Josh?
7.5.
I probably wouldn't bet that, but I like Georgia to win this game.
They got to get their pass rush going, and that's why I give Florida a chance because, you know, Lagway's kind of proven kind of like Gunner that, you know, if he has Carson Beck, if he gets a clean pocket, he's a lot more effective. I mean, there's been times Florida looked awesome this year. First half against Texas A&M, first couple drives there against Texas. I mean, they just look great. And then there's times where they haven't. I think they had bad coaching. I would like to keep an eye on who the intern is.
Yeah, I mean, I think Georgia wins here. I think it's closer than that 7.5. I don't love the spread. Again, it's not any of these college games I'm loving enough to, do anything but a money line bet here. But I think this game's a little closer than maybe that 7.5, or it's a little backdoor cover by Georgia. I like to see Florida come out and be motivated, but I think Georgia wins.
I could easily see them coming out and being motivated by, a week off and a new coach. So that'll be an interesting game to watch. I'm glad you made us add it, Apple.
Billy,
what do y'all think about the rumor?
Who gets the Florida job?
That's what I was just about to say. What do you think about the rumor that I had thrown out there about Lane Kiffin going to Florida?
I don't think so. I don't think no way.
Why?
It's just different. It used to be, and I think Ole Miss is spending money. He's already there. I just don't know what Florida gives you over Ole Miss.
He missed it.
Another one.
He missed it. That's twice. Green Bay kicker missed second field goal of the first.
Shaving.
Was that right at the end? No time left?
Yep. There might be 1 or 2 seconds left.
Yeah, I disagree, Anthony. I think Lane Kiffin would be interested in that job. I'm not saying he's going to take it, but I think he would definitely listen.
I think he'll be interested. Try to get him a pay raise.
I want to see what else comes open before I make a prediction on this. I don't know if he'll go or not. There could be other big name schools that come open.
There already is.
Right.
Quite a few.
You know, a lot of it might be, does Trinidad get that? Supposedly he's a senior, but supposedly he's going to be applying for another year eligibility like Pavia. And some of that might go by, do they think that he's going to get another year?
All right, last game, Penn State at Ohio State. I mean, this should be the game of the week if Penn State didn't collapse the last month. This would absolutely be the game of the week. But here we are. Penn State sucks, and they're traveling to Ohio State to get their heads fucking beat in. The best team in the country will destroy Penn State. It's like 20-something, didn't we?
Yeah,
17 or 20 or something.
Big.
It's big. It should be. Ohio State, I'll make it quick on my end. They are going to destroy Penn State.
Yeah, backup QB. Who knows who the coach is? Ohio State, big.
They and when I say destroy, they might not destroy him because Ohio State, I feel like sometimes is one of them teams that won't blow people out when they need to, but they'll dominate this game. I'll say that.
Ohio State be playing Northwestern. I'm just making up a team, but you'll look up. They'll be favored by 31.5 in the first quarter, 7-3. They're like, blow somebody out. I got money on you.
I know.
You got to grind it out. I can't win a bet early with Ohio State.
They cover pretty good.
They do.
Pretty good.
But just the beginning, it just seems like they just slow start. Just the games that I've paid attention to.
That's the part.
I think what Anthony said earlier has a lot to do with that. They can do that.
Yes.
They have luxuries of
defense.
Just a weaker schedule. The schedule. The schedule is what it is.
They don't have to have the sense of urgency.
Yeah, you have the luxury of holding back a little bit, not showing everything you've got, not showing your hand until later in the season. I think that plays into it. So Ohio State does that. I agree, Josh. It's fucking ridiculous. And I could kind of see that happening with a 21-point spread. I could see them winning by 14, 17, and just dominate the game.
Just winning 30-14.
Just grind it out, but really only 30-14. Just look at the stat sheet, and it looks like they killed them, but they only win by 14 or 17.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right when you say that about being able to hold back. When you have a good defense, you got a really good defense, you don't take the chances. You don't air it. That's why defensive teams don't like airing it out. In their mind, why do they got to air it out? You're not going to score on me. So why do I give you a chance to beat me? Why am I going to get a chance for a big turnover? Why am I going to give you a chance for a pick six? My defense is good enough. You're not going to beat me. And Ohio State has that kind of defense. To me, that's why I really value Ohio State. Where I'm scared for Ohio State is not having a mobile quarterback. I almost think you've got to have a mobile quarterback in today's game. Even Howard last year was mobile. In saying, I do think it's a good pocket passer, but I'm just not sure it works anymore. So that's where I make them vulnerable at a national level. I still think they're probably the best team. If you gave me one, it's probably who I would take. But I don't think the 2.5 to 1 is good odds. In saying that, I think Penn State will play that game close. Penn State's defense is still there. But they just had a game versus Iowa where Penn State's quarterback threw 2 interceptions, and they still probably should have beat Iowa. Iowa's razor hot right now. They're blowing people out right now, last 2 or 3 games. They've hit another gear. So that was a tough game, and I think they'll have pride. I think they'll play with a lot of pride. And I think it'll be a low-scoring game. I think Ohio State will pull it out, but I think it'll be close.
We all agreed on every single game except Anthony took Florida. Imagine that. All on Miami, all on Cincinnati, all on Tennessee, all on Texas, all on Ohio State. And Anthony cannot not pick DJ Lag.
Well, they're all big point spreads. They're all 7+ point spreads. Look, if you told me to take one money line, I'd probably take Georgia.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take Florida. I like taking an underdog every week. So I'll take Florida.
Just not
what a shitty week. Go ahead. You was about to say the same thing, wasn't you?
Yeah, just a bad slate, man. Just like nothing that really gets you excited.
I agree. All right. Before we get to the NFL,
the 2 games,
we are only highlighting 2 games in the NFL because you know why? There's not any other good games. Just like the college slate that we just talked about, the NFL is even worse this coming week. It is Halloween week, and I'm here with 2 grown adults that want to do some Halloween shit. So here we are. We're going to do some Halloween shit. We got a bracket coming for. We haven't done it. I like the brackets. Yeah. I hate Halloween.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
What's your favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I love Thanksgiving. Football, food, and family, man. I'm all about it.
Mine's probably Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. Derby, if you count it.
Second, third, and fourth
Yeah.
to Halloween. What are you talking about? That's all you
No,
talk
I'm
about
Chris-
all year.
I'm Christmas number
We're
one.
being July, and Anthony's talking about who he's going to be for
I'm
Halloween.
Christmas. I'm a Christmas guy. You see my house at Christmas? Griswolds. I got a dragon for this year. Y'all see my dragon? I'll post it.
I saw it. Katie's happy about the
Son,
dragon.
that dragon's the baddest shit on my block.
All right, so we are going to do a 8-team bracket, and this is the top, villains?
8,
This is the
Halloween type characters.
The baddest villains we could find.
These 8 characters are in a warehouse, one-on-one. No holds bars. They all have their weapons. Freddy Krueger's got his glove. Leatherface has his chainsaw. And just who could win? Who could win the fight?
All right.
You can take your different angles on how you think that individual wins the fight. And then the 2 out of 3, that person advances.
I like it. So we're doing 8. Did we have anybody miss out? Pennywise, I think he was the first one.
Yeah, we took out Pennywise. We felt like he's too much of I felt like he was too much of an entity. He's got too much kind of like supernatural type powers. And then we threw out Ghostface from Scream. So those guys could have been 9 and 10.
Ow.
No, we still have Ghostface in there. I'm sorry.
All
He's the 7 seed. So Pennywise was really the main.
No, it was the
Jigsaw.
So Jigsaw and Pennywise were pretty much your first 2 out.
Yeah.
All right, well, number 1 seed.
Number 1 seed, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, taking on Chucky from Child's Play.
Yeah.
Is his mom his manager? Is Jason's mom his manager?
No, it's just one-on-one. She's not anywhere in the warehouse.
No holds barred. Jason against Chucky. Chucky's the 8 seed. How did he get in?
Because people underestimate him.
So did Chucky beat Pennywise, or did Chucky beat Jigsaw to get in this?
Yeah. He was sitting around. He thought he was a baby doll, and next thing you know, he cut their throat.
Yeah.
That's Chucky's. That's what Chucky does. He's not big. He's not strong. You think he's a baby doll, and next thing you know, he's stabbing you in the neck.
Just an annoying little motherfucker.
Underestimated.
Yeah.
It could be an upset.
I'd love to take Chucky, but I'm going to go with Jason. It's hard to beat Jason. 1 seed for Jason. I mean, I get it. He's iconic, but is he the scariest? Are these ratings by the most iconic? Are they?
It's kind of like most iconic is how I kind of did it.
Is he the one? I'm going to pick Jason in this matchup, but I was this close to picking Chucky in the upset.
Upset alert. I got an angle.
And
so Jason is all about his mom. His mom always told him, they picked on Jason as a kid, and his mom just told him, go get him. He's a mama's boy, kind of a softie deep down. A lot of people don't know that. Jason is a mama's boy. I have a little feeling that maybe he likes baby dolls. He's a mama's boy, likes baby dolls. Might be playing with it, when you just don't know. You don't know it's an angle.
Sucker him in
it's an angle, and he falls asleep with, Chucky. He's playing with it. His mom and him, and Chucky cuts both their throats for the upset.
I love it.
Chucky with the upset.
Dude, that's a fantastic angle. That he just curls up with little Chucky. And he's like, wakes up, he's like, I'm your friend till the end. And then just stabs Jason right in the neck.
And then takes care of mama.
So Chucky's like playing dead. He's playing like he's just a doll.
He's just playing the doll.
And so he's just a doll.
Yeah.
How long has he got to play that to get Jason comfortable enough to sleep with him?
Well, he's a mama's boy.
Is that like a Chucky's
Jason's a mama's boy. If you pay in the movie, he's a mama's boy.
Oh, I like that angle.
He's
I love
a stone cold killer, but he's a mama's boy.
I respect it, but that may work in your world, Anthony. But I think Jason's too big. He may wound Jason for round 2, but I'm going Jason Voorhees, so he advances.
Man, I should have went with Chucky.
That's funny. I love that angle, dude. That's fucking great.
All right, next matchup is 5-6 matchup.
Yep.
Who we got, Josh?
We got Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street versus the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
This is an easy one for me. Look, Freddy gets in your dreams, dude. Jeepers Creepers guy, yeah, he's. What did he have a weapon?
He had all kinds. He had like a hook and a claw, I think.
Yeah, well,
he could fly like a bat.
He's fast, dude. He's fast. Remember last year he was our wide receiver. He's fast. He'll run you down.
This is easy to me. Freddy sneaks up in your dreams. You can't get him out. The Creeper, dude. This shit. This should be like a 1-8 matchup to me. Freddy destroys the creeper quick. This ain't even, as soon as he finds him in the warehouse, it's over. Freddy with the easy win for me.
Freddy, I'll admit this. There's only been one villain or scary character that ever scared me in my entire life. And I saw Freddy at like 7 years old, staying up way too late at my grandma's house. And Freddy was on. He was in their dreams. He was cutting people up. And I couldn't sleep for 6 months. I mean, I was scared to death. I mean, it messed me up.
Did you do cocaine at 7 years old?
I should have. It may have helped me. Well, I guess I would have just stayed up more. Movie. But Freddy Krueger scared me so much. He's got to advance on that alone.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for
exactly,
you.
Just a nightmare. He's in your head. Like, there's nothing you can... Like, he made you scared to go to sleep because that's when he gets you.
You better grab your crucifix. 7, 8, you better stay up late.
What you got here, Anthony?
All right, so look. If they were in a straight fight, I think Freddy's not that good a fighter. But I got an angle. Creeper's a good fighter, dude. He's athletic. He's long. He's strong. I mean, he's tore a bus apart. Freddy was a pedophile. That's what he was. Before he got caught, they burnt him in the bullet room. But this is the advantage that Freddy has. If you watch Jeepers Creepers, that was one of the first dates me and my wife went to. We went out to Jeepers. She hates scary movies. I left her in there. She was the only one in there. We were in Green Tree Mall. And she won't even watch them. And I left her in there with nobody else in there. I know she was freaking out. I love scary movies.
You left her? Where'd you go?
Bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Bathroom.
On purpose to try to scare her?
I just didn't know.
She wanted her to get scared.
That was a test.
Yes.
It's like, look, she could be the one, but I've got to see how she reacts.
She told me that she didn't even wait in there. She told me she went out, waited outside, and then went back in and she seen me coming or something. I've seen the Jeepers Creepers movies a lot. I like them. The thing with Jeepers Creepers, he only comes out so many years.
Every 23 years.
Yeah, and he stays asleep during that time. The problem with that is when you are in the dream world, you are in Freddy's world.
No shit, he's fucked. I didn't even think about that.
Yes, so
he's fucked.
In a regular fight, I would pick the Creeper, but the Creeper barely is awake for 1 day out of 23 years.
So he gets haunted by Freddy for 23 straight years.
Yeah. He ain't got a shot.
He's fucked.
Pedophile's going to get him.
Freddy advances on 3-0.
Welcome to Elm Street.
Can I just remind y'all that I hate this shit? That y'all Halloween is a kid's holiday.
We're talking about rated R movies, right?
Can I just remind y'all that? All right, on to the next one. Go ahead, Josh.
Next one. The 5th and 6th seeds, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Candyman.
This is the same as what you just said. As a young kid at some point, I don't remember how old I was, but I saw the whole Candyman go in and say his name 3 times in the mirror. Scared the shit out of me at a very early age. So I'm kind of like you with Freddy. And this is probably going to be a crazy take here, but I have never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Based on a true story.
I've never seen it. Candyman scared the dog shit out of me. Candyman all day here, just because I don't know what Leatherface is about. He's got a chainsaw, but
he's a big boy.
Candyman.
Breaking down that matchup, Candyman's a big man, put together well, but really all he kind of got is a knife. His thing is, making people fear him. He has the bees. When he opens his mouth, the bees are there. But I don't think no fear, I don't think no bees, or I don't think no knife is going to deal with the chainsaw. I don't think that dude scared him much on the Texas Chainsaw Massacres. I think Leatherface wins easy. But I do think Candyman would be good at UFC. But with the weapons...
Ground and pound?
Yeah. But with that, with the chainsaw and how crazy he is, he'll just cut you up and put you on a hook.
Yep. I think Leatherface big here. Candyman just runs into a literal chainsaw. Not the buzzsaw, he runs into the chainsaw. So Leatherface advances.
Y'all are racist.
Knocked out the only black guy. All right, so the last one of the first round, Michael Myers, the 2 seed, versus Ghostface from Scream. I don't think this is close. I'll go ahead and get my Michael Myers in a landslide. I mean, that dude's a psycho, out of the psych ward.
He can
He
walk.
just shows up and he's there. You
Yeah,
don't even know how he got there. He doesn't even run. You just show up, and Michael Myers is in your face, ready to stab you. Michael Myers, big.
Not even a matchup.
It isn't it?
Come on.
It's
who is
not.
that guy? I never liked the Screams. They were big when I was in high school, but I never got into them. I love scary movies, never got into that one. So Michael Myers.
I disagree. I love the first Scream. I think there's like 6 of them. I think I've only seen 2. Can't even remember the second one, but I loved the first one. But this dude, I mean, it's just one of the high school kids.
Right. It was 2 of them.
With a mask on, 2 of them. They give them both of them. They don't need, 100 men versus a gorilla.
Right.
Dude, it'd take 100 high school kids with a ghost face on to beat Michael Myers. This is a absolute landslide. Michael Myers.
You remember? Yeah, I remember the last one or second to last one of these remakes that, they had all those people on the street was going to lynch Michael Myers and he took them all out. They had bats and everything.
Yeah, right.
I think there was like at least 30 of them there and he just went through them.
They still making those, I guess?
They're still making they just had some new Halloweens come out.
Dude, I haven't watched a lot of
Shit
I
goes
mean, I've
on
watched
forever.
probably about 4 or 5, but I need to really get watching some Halloween movies this week.
All right. So now we got the final 4. Jason Voorhees versus Freddy.
That just sounds like a championship matchup to me.
It was a movie. They made the movie.
I know. Who won?
Did they both lose?
I have no clue.
Oh, they
Who won on
tied?
Jason and Freddy, Anthony?
I never watched it.
You never watched that
I
one?
saw
that
it
was
in
like
the
that was
theater,
like a
still don't
remake
remember.
type deal. That was
It
like
was.
It was low budget,
Yeah.
very bad. It was very corny. They made Freddy Krueger kind of like a comedy type character in that movie. But we're going true villains here. Jason versus Freddy.
Freddy. I love both of these movies as a kid. These were the 2, I think. I guess Halloween too. But man, to me, I feel like it was Jason and Freddy.
Yeah.
This seems like the championship to me. I'm a little nostalgia's taking over here on this pick because I do think Jason is tough to beat. But give me the Freddy in the claws. He's going to somehow try to get up in Jason's dreams.
So
but man, I'd love to watch this one.
So for
This
me,
should
I
be
don't
the
think Freddy's
championship.
much of a fighter. He's skinny. He's pedophile. He's got the little claw. But he gets in people's dreams, messes with them when they've been without sleep. But if you know anything about Jason, he got his mom, his manager, watching after him. So she's going to kind of keep an eye on him when he's asleep. But also, he lives at Crystal Lake, which is very close to crystal meth. Crystal meth will keep him up for days, and he will not have to sleep. So if it's just a straight fight, Freddy don't have a chance. Jason all day long.
Oh man, I really want to go with Jason here, but I'm just going with my childhood trauma. It's coming back to me now. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep
Y'all
tonight.
says he ain't whooping Jason's ass. Y'all got me, yo.
We got you 2-3. I'm going Freddy as well. Freddy Krueger to the finals.
They're gonna laugh at us.
I like the crystal meth, like Crystal Lake angle there. That is just he can't go to sleep if he's high.
And he's got Chucky watching out for him too.
I think this is going to be
Sleeping with him.
if I'm thinking right. I know the answer to this one. I think I already know our matchup for the finals. All right, but here we go. Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Michael Myers.
It's a good matchup.
Easy.
I got
We are
Michael.
going to say it at the same
got
time.
I got Michael.
all three. 1, 2, 3.
Michael Myers.
I don't think it's a runaway like y'all, but I think I got him. Michael's got superhuman strength. He's a cold-blooded killer. But with Leatherface is a big boy.
He is.
He got that chainsaw. He's ready to eat. He's hungry. In the movie, those people were starving. The factory had shut down. They needed to eat. The guy got to feed his family. So, to me, I wish it was Michael Myers versus Jason, which I thought,
I thought we'd get there too, honestly.
Yeah, that would have been a showdown, but it's not had. So, Michael Myers for me on this one.
All right, so we're here to the championship. Freddie with the upset to get there, overtaking Jason Voorhees. So in the championship, Freddy Krueger versus Michael Myers.
They say hindsight's always 20/20. Jason should have beat Freddy. But hey, upsets happen.
That's right.
Upsets happen.
One game. It was one game scenario.
And now
2 out of 3.
Like
Maybe we take Jason,
Yep.
but in a one game scenario, I think Freddie got him.
Anything can happen. Freddie got him. Freddie is trying to pull the upset again against Michael Myers. I don't think it happens. I'm going to go with Michael Myers, but I do think it's close. Did I ever tell y'all how I hate this shit? This is stupid. Halloween is stupid and it's a kid's.
Hey, let us know if y'all like this segment or not. So who you got there, Anthony? Freddie versus Michael Myers.
I've never seen Michael sleep.
Does he not sleep?
I've never seen him.
I've
Never seen him.
laying in a
And
bed.
if it's a fight, Michael's killing that dude quick, dude. Freddie don't. He's weak. He's weak. The Freddie gets people because he gets them asleep. Them are like normal humans.
He's got a trick. He's got
he
a
does.
niche.
He does. Look, I can see that working all the way through. I can see Chucky like in another bracket another day, sneak his way all the way through and win the championship, dude. He's got an angle there.
It's like March Madness, 1-game scenario here, guys. You know,
yeah. To
Chucky
me, this
could have
is
been
late
the
in the
St. Peters.
tournament. Michael Myers is going to be on point. He done stole Jason's crystal meth from him, so Michael Myers.
Yeah, I think Freddie had a tougher road to the finals. He had to overcome the Creeper, which is a great matchup, then beat one of the all-time greats in Jason Voorhees. Michael Myers, I set him up pretty good in this bracket. I gave him Ghostface, was basically like us in high school fighting Michael Myers. That's a bye. And then Leatherface, who's I don't think has the speed to keep up with Michael Myers. There's only one person that could defeat Michael Myers, and she's not in this bracket. That's Jamie Lee Curtis.
She was hot when she was younger.
Yeah. I mean, she dominated that movie franchise. That's what put her on the map. She's not in this bracket. Michael Myers smokes Freddie.
Most talented villain in the draft, though, I truly believe. But I just feel like Freddie had angle on that guy. I think the Creeper would beat them all in a real fight. That dude was awesome.
He could fly.
He could fly. He could run. He had he could. Remember, he picked up the bus and opened it up.
He's a lot of strength.
Dude, he was.
Maybe next year, Creeper.
But he ran into Freddie, and it was a bad angle. He sleeps too much.
Yeah, right. Yes, he couldn't get out of the first round.
Freddie can get you in his dream, he beats you because he controls the dream. Remember, like you don't control the dream, he does.
Michael Myers. It works out perfect. The guy from the movie Halloween wins our Halloween bracket. Yeah. So, I mean, it was meant to be.
He's the most iconic one out of all of them.
I think him and Jason.
No, that's the most iconic scary movie. Jason's pretty tough. That'd been a great matchup, Jason, him. But I'm with you. That most iconic, rightfully so. Halloween time, yep. I like it. Michael Myers.
We did it, guys.
Maybe next year we don't do this shit.
All right. Maybe wear your costume. You can fit in like us.
I mean, maybe respond to my text and let me know that y'all are going to dress up.
We got so excited. Me and Josh got so excited. We was like, we got to go get our costumes.
Yes, I found mine in the junk drawer.
I called Josh right then and there.
They are adults too. We're adults.
45 years old.
Halloween costumes. All right, on to the NFL, guys. 2 games before we get to them, because Anthony didn't get to do his hot take last week, and I think me and Josh had some pretty decent hot takes last week. Josh's is looking. I thought it was.
Yeah,
it was a hot take. So it was a good hot take because it was a hot take. But was it actually a good hot take? No, it was not, because Cincinnati got beat again today. You still think they can win the division?
I do not. They're done. They're done. It's over. It was a hot take. It was like 4 days long, and that's it.
So we're going to let you go first, Anthony. Yeah. You got a hot take in the NFL? Give us something. What do you got?
In the NFL? I was thinking college, but that's okay.
What do you got? No, I don't even care.
Okay.
We got a hot take. Make it hot.
I think the college football playoff is wide open. I think a team like Tennessee or Ole Miss is going to win.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, that's
hot.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
That's hot because that's not happening. Mm-hmm. Tennessee and Ole Miss.
I'm not saying I think they can win it.
I think Ole Miss is pretty good.
They are good. They're real good.
Tennessee, I think that's super hot take because that's not happening. But love the hot take. Josh, you got anything this week?
I don't know what kind of take you call this, but
is it hot?
It's a take. It can be hot, but where are the good NFL games at?
I don't know if it's hot, but that's a great take. Because,
are there any really good NFL teams?
Exactly.
Yeah. Colts. No shit. Do they all just suck except maybe like 6 teams?
I mean, but guys, listen to this. Like a lot of times on Sundays, not today because I had my responsibilities, my second job here, but I'll go up to Roosters at 4:00 and just watch the ending of the games because I don't like the Red Zone channel. Okay, I think it's for children, but anyway. I like to watch the games. I like to see how they get to the red zone.
Me too.
That's my hot take is I don't like the red zone channel. I think it's for kids and for people that play fantasy football, and I don't do either one. All right. But anyway, I like to go up and I like to watch all the games. And there's just like, do y'all remember turning on your TV at 4:05, there's 4 games that are just bananas. They got the quad box on the Red Zone channel. Have we even went quad box this year? We had one good game that's just, I mean, we've had them, but just like a few years ago, maybe even last year, it just seemed like you had a lot of games ending at the same time, field goals everywhere. You know, we had a crazy week.
I feel like we've had maybe 2 of those weeks this year out of what, 7?
But I think what hurts it is the London games and then the 2 Monday night games. So you don't get as many 1 o'clock games, as many 4 o'clock games. So maybe that's something I wasn't thinking about that just came to my mind right now. You don't have as many games at 1 o'clock that can spur that moment.
Yeah, they were doing the London game, and then a Thursday game, then they were doing dual Monday night games.
We've had that 2 or 3 times.
So that does take away from 2 or 3 extra games. But I agree, Josh. I'm glad that it doesn't look like I missed much today, being at the baseball field all day. Josh, you texted, said the games suck. These games at 1 o'clock suck. Was there any great games at 1? I was just keeping an eye on the scores.
I mean, I wasn't going to tune into the Bengals and Jets. I don't even know how it ended. I know the Jets ended up winning by 1, but I don't know if it ended on a last-second play or what.
So, yeah, I mean, let's get back to having some good weeks of football. And, Anthony, I think you make a good point, too. And maybe we got to look into this, and we'll talk about it and kind of break it down next week. How many really good teams are there in the NFL?
There's not many, but I'm going to give you an angle on it. First thing, I didn't know there was a red zone channel.
See, I love it.
Did not know there was a red zone. So what they just showed?
So what they do is when a team gets into the red zone, they go to that game. Okay.
So whoever's about to score, basically.
So
you just care. That's all you care about, scoring.
Yes, it's for people who play fantasy football. All right. So like, if there's 4 games going on that have 14, or if there's however many games are going on, if there's 4 games in the red zone, they have 4 different. It's a quad. They call it the quad box. Mm-hmm. So there'll be 4 different games going on your screen at the same time.
That's what's the matter with football right there. That's what's the matter.
That's all been around for scoring. 15 years.
Yes,
dude.
at least. Yeah.
I mean, it's been around for a while.
It used to be part of like the NFL package. And then now you can just buy it on its own.
It was part of the DirecTV deal.
When a team has somebody backed up inside the 10-yard line, do they go defensive red zone?
They don't go reverse. They don't have a reverse
matter
red
with football.
zone.
That's what's up. So, but I was just curious on that. But I'll give an angle maybe while we're seeing this. I touched on this last time I was at the show.
About a month ago.
Yeah, it was. It was a couple weeks there. Yeah, I love doing the show, guys. But Gruden, went on a rant about it. Way too many injuries. So is that why we're not seeing good games? Dude, everybody's injured. That's BS. They're not injured that much. They're not. No way.
That happens every year. There's tons of injuries every year.
Dude, but don't you think they're at all-time high?
No.
Dude, they are injured all the time, dude.
I think it happens every year. This is a brutal league, and I think
they're sissy league.
Yeah, right.
I do. Look, they're great athletes. They are gladiators. I'm not taking nothing away from their athletic ability, but it has become a soft league. They do not play with any kind of injury at all, hardly.
Yeah, it's different from playing hurt and playing injured. People don't play hurt like they used to.
No, they don't.
Well, my hot take is Dak Prescott. I'm back on it. I told you maybe I'd think about getting back on him. Maybe I'd start betting them a little bit because they're looking good. Nope. Dak still sucks. The Cowboys still unreliable. They got beat by 20 today, gave up like 40-something points. Dak threw 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. I'm right back where I started. Dak is weak, and Dallas is unreliable. Do not lay your hard-earned money on the Cowboys until they get rid of Dak Prescott. That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
I think their defense let them down. They gave up too many points. Denver's got too good of a cornerbacks to be throwing that many passes against.
Their quarterback had no touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Yeah, they played from behind.
It wasn't just the defense.
You're not going to pass it on Denver like that.
All right, into our 2 games.
2 games set here. Indy at Pittsburgh. I think this could be a really good game.
I do too.
Pittsburgh coming off of a bye and got 2 home games back-to-back against really good teams. Well, even though I do think Green Bay's a little overrated, I'm still going to say, really good team. We're sitting here watching Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Dude, Indy is so fucking good.
They're hot.
Hot my ass, dude.
I mean,
they're past being hot. They are what they are. They're fucking awesome.
They'll kill Pittsburgh. They'll kill him. I just do.
I mean, Taylor with 3 touchdowns again today.
They just turned it over. Pittsburgh just turned it over.
Pittsburgh's lucky to have their record. I like Pittsburgh. I love Aaron Rodgers, but they're lucky to have that record.
It's going to be tough. I think Indy wins. We talk about regression all the time, and I don't think this is the game.
Did you see that?
He just threw that. They're going to review that and bring it back.
I do think it was a throw, dude. But that's going to be intentional ground.
No, it's better
number
than
30 is
Bummer,
the running back.
Oh,
They
he's got
took
the
it
ball
from
there.
him, too. They
Yeah,
took
he's
it
got
from
the
him,
ball.
too.
Yeah, he's got the
They
ball.
took
Who,
it from
Rodgers
his
got
ass.
it?
Yeah,
They
watch.
took it from him.
But that is, as ugly as it is, that's a throw.
Yep. What a weird play.
That was. So you're saying he got it back and then they ripped it from him?
Yeah.
You think it was soft at the bottom of that pile right there, Anthony?
I don't think it's nowhere near what it used to be.
No, it's definitely
It's
not.
not. But no, I think the Colts they're just too hot right now. And we talk about regression, but I don't think Pittsburgh's the team they're going to regress against. I think they come in there and they roll Aaron
Colts
Rodgers.
are just a
and
complete
Pittsburgh.
team. They're
They
just a
are.
complete
They are.
team. They're just a
I mean,
complete team.
Warren is good. Pittman made 2 unbelievable catches today. And then Taylor's running well. I mean, he breaks one for 60 every game.
How's
And
Latua
his
doing?
patience at the line to see the holes open up, and then he gains those other 3, 4, 5, 6 yards. And then once he gets to the DBs, it's over. They don't even want to tackle him.
They're very well balanced. I talk about Philly being well balanced. Indy's very well balanced.
Hey, let's go ahead and say it. They're the most balanced team in the NFL.
They are.
Who's the best teams in the NFL?
The Colts and the
Quick,
Chiefs.
just a quick off the top of your head, top 4 power ranking. I know we did this. It's the Colts, the Chiefs. Who else? Eagles and Bills?
Yep, that's it.
All right. So if that's it, who's the most balanced out of those 4? The Eagles ain't balanced.
To me, I'm not a if I was much as a Hurts guy as you, I would say the Eagles are the most balanced team, but I'm not as much Hurts guy as you.
Maybe balanced, but they're not consistent. I think Indy is easily the most balanced team.
Detroit, we forgot
most
Detroit.
consistent team.
Yeah, we did leave off Detroit.
really good.
Yeah. They were
Detroit
off this
might
week.
be the most
Overall, I think Indy might be the best team in the NFL, dude.
I think so.
balanced.
We're
Denver,
talking about
Detroit for me,
overall,
Kansas City.
most
Chiefs are there.
consistent, most balanced, best offense, defense, all combination, all wrapped in one, dude. I think the Colts are the best team in the damn NFL, and that is crazy.
It is.
They were number 1 on my power ranking. They would probably be. They were 1 and 1A. Remember with Detroit, but I think I'd move the Chiefs over them. I think Chiefs are they found their offense, and it's been a while since they've had offense. They're really starting to produce on offense. That defense has stayed good. I would take the Chiefs right now, but I love those 2 teams that you picked, Charlie.
Yep.
I do.
So are we all going Colts over Steelers?
Nope.
All right.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I'm taking Pittsburgh in an upset. I keep looking for a spot to fade Indy, and I'm going to try it again here. On the road at Pittsburgh. Josh, is this a 4:00 game? Is this a night game?
It's a 1 o'clock.
Oh, it's a
1 o'clock game.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna take Pittsburgh in the upset, and it's really more about me just trying to find a spot to fade Indy. But they're fucking awesome. They'll probably destroy Pittsburgh, but I just a feel thing for me.
I like
give
that.
me Pittsburgh at
respect it.
home. Anthony, I
Who
know
you
you
got?
already said they're
I
gonna
like
beat the
Indy
shit
along
out
the
of them.
game. I think it's a bad game for Pittsburgh. I feel like Pittsburgh's dodged some bullets this year, and Indy's I just don't think they're too complete to dodge.
So we're heading into our final game.
You got Indy?
I got Indy.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I'm riding them.
I didn't hear you say it,
Nope,
so I
nope.
just want to make
I
sure
said-
it's official.
Yep, I got Indy.
All right, game of the week this week. First time for Blitz the Bookie. We are doing an NFL game, and we said the slate sucks. It does, but we've got an awesome game right here for the game of the week. Kansas City at Buffalo. What else can you ask for? That makes up a little bit for the terrible slate. Tell me this is like Sunday night.
No, it's 4:25.
Really?
Yep.
I would have liked that as Sunday
Me
night or
too.
something.
What do you think of when you think of that game? I think of that comeback that Kansas City had with
Yes.
that was horrible coaching by the Bills.
Yes.
That could have been prevented, but that's
that
when the
was
Bills. I don't
crazy.
think Josh Allen was on his big contract yet.
No,
And-
it was he wasn't. That was the beginning of Josh
But
Allen.
that was when they were really good because they didn't have to pay Josh Allen yet. That was the year the Bills missed that boat.
Bills are still in their window, though.
They
They're
are.
still in the window.
They are.
I don't know how long that window lasts for them, but they still in the Super Bowl window.
And
I
James
mean-
Cook, he had 216 yards today.
Did he really?
Yep.
I picked 2 games this week. It was the Bills and the Bucks, both on the road. The Bills never even had to. I think I checked that score like twice, and it got out of hand quick, and I never had to worry about it. Bills look good. And then the Bucks rolled too. I think Buffalo is about to try to start figuring it out and really finding their groove. Everybody's high on Kansas City right now. I know Anthony is. I even am. I know Josh is. And I don't think it's just us. I think everybody around the country is seeing that they're on track for another deep run. But I think this game sets up for Buffalo. I think they're going to find their groove. And I think here in a week or two, everybody's going to be talking about Buffalo like they're talking about Kansas City right now. I like Buffalo to take this game at home. Josh Allen wants to take that next step, and he's got to win these games against Kansas City and Mahomes. So I like Buffalo.
Look, I think Buffalo's solid. But
Anthony's
really
torn right now.
I think when you really go back and look at their year, I think we're basing a lot of that off their prior years and the success they've had in their prior years. I mean, don't get me wrong, they don't have a bad record, but they've struggled against some bad teams this year. But I still think they're good. But at the same time, man, Kansas City ain't had a freaking offense in 2 or 3 years, I feel like. They're getting the offense back right now, and their defense is really good. I think they beat Buffalo, beat them pretty good, 8-9 points plus. I really do. I really think I'd pick Kansas City against almost anybody. Maybe beat Detroit at home. I wouldn't pick them against, but maybe I would. So Kansas City for me.
Yeah. Who's the coach at Buffalo?
McDermott.
Who's the coach at Kansas City?
Andy Reid.
All right, I got Andy Reid.
Well, I was going to say, before you make your pick, I do got some snacks for us. How are you going to eat?
I don't have a mouth. I'm in ghost mode.
How do ghosts eat?
You see how Slimer eats in the Ghostbusters?
Yeah, it just goes in his stomach and just leaks out.
I don't have a hole in my
We should have put the Marshmallow Man on there, you know?
Stay puffed.
That dude would dominate anybody.
Really? Freddie just slice him up.
Shit, son. He's too big for Freddie.
He'd slice him up. He'd have four marshmallows on his glove.
You need one of them backpacks.
Just roast
You
him.
need about 4 of those backpacks all teaming up.
Buffalo wings and some Kansas City is known for barbecue. I was just going to get the wings, but Anthony told me I had to get some barbecue last week. I guess he likes barbecue over wings. I'm a wings type of guy. Here's a fork. Here, get you a bite of that. Get you a grab.
All right, we're eating again, boys. This is what we do at Blitz the Bookie. I don't know how I'm going to do this.
Holding on that.
You don't know how I'm going to do that.
Give me a little bit.
Get you a bite of that.
The devil takes his mask off, right? Holding our defense.
This might change my decision. Get you one of them.
Thank you, buddy.
Just good. We're eating.
Thanks, Charlie.
Who'd I pick?
You went Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I'll go a drum here. Should I just try to go through the mask, see if I can just suck it out?
Y'all know what? Y'all do know what state Kansas City's in, right?
I'm not going to eat it till the show's over.
Kansas City?
Yeah, you know what state they're in, right?
The Show Me State?
Hey, look, it's coming down my belly like Slimer.
Yeah. You know, they a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't. I mean, they do when they think about it, but first thing you think Kansas City, you think Kansas.
That barbecue's pretty good.
It is.
It might change my. And this barbecue, this came from Kansas City. I had it shipped in from Kansas City.
That's what we do. These are actual buffalo wings from Buffalo.
I mean, no joke, both of them. I gotta figure out I can't remember the name of the place I got them from, but I'll have it for y'all.
Yep, like Bill's
true buffalo wings right here, and they say you can't dip them in nothing. I guess it's
they do blue cheese.
Oh, blue cheese. I don't like blue cheese.
I don't either.
Who's y'all's favorite wing? Just a restaurant around town. Mine's BW3s. I know everybody might think it's whatever. I love BW3 wings.
What's your flavor?
I like a lot of them. I just like their wing. Now my son likes the expensive ones. What are they? Wing Zone, the green one. What's that place?
Wingstop.
Wingstop. I like the Wing Zone because they're a little cheaper. And I got to feed a bunch of kids sometimes. So
B-Dubs habanero,
mango
habanero.
I think
is awesome.
Don't eat the flaming stuff. I'm gonna tell you, that'll ruin your dinner. Whatever their hottest one is.
I think the best wing is Mama's Barbecue. They have a smoked wing there.
Hey,
a good barbecue sauce.
I've heard a lot of good things about that.
I'll get us some one week. They're really good. They're my favorite.
Do they have a Korean barbecue there? I always like the Korean barbecue and the teriyaki type stuff.
Yeah, they do. They got an Asian zing at Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's my favorite right there. I've had that before.
Asian zing? Yeah.
These wings from Buffalo are way better than BW3s. Buffalo wings, barbecue from Kansas City. I'm not changing my pick. I love wings.
Yeah, dude, that's my go-to. That's my kryptonite.
Buffalo.
Every Sunday I have wings.
What was the wings place on Crumbs Lane? Crumbs Lane right there. You get like 100 wings for like $5.
Oh, it was across from Butler.
Yeah, they were small. They were dandies, but it was cheap. And they were, you got a lot of wings for your money.
I know what you're talking about. Next to the liquor store.
Right there, Pizza Magia was there for a minute. Derek
Hey.
Anderson.
We're eating again. I'm sure we're chomping in your ear again. You're probably hungry now. Go order you some wings from Buffalo. They're good. Guys, as always, we'll be right back on the second half of the show with the right side of Kentucky sports, and catch us next week. Blitz the Bookie.
Blitz it.
See you guys.
Charlie got the mic, he's dropping facts all day. Anthony's like, nah, I got the better parlay. Argue about the spread, it's a fierce debate. But when it comes to Wildcats, they align their fate. Blitz the Bookies, where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drums. Late nights, hustle deals on the line. Charlie Scassy's gonna make you shine. Anthony's heart where the numbers combine. Put your cash down, ride the incline. Blitz the Bookies where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drums. From the tip off to the final play, they grind. Mics on fire, bets on their minds. Arguing odds till the last rewind. Blue and white, it's a bond you'll find. The Bookies where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drums. Final play, they grind. Mics on fire, bets on their minds. Arguing odds till the last rewind. Blue and white, it's a bond you'll find. Bond you'll find. Blitz the Bookies where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drum.